Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Gemini that runs from the 16th until the 22nd of January. It's a weekly reading. I'm going to be using my rose quartz heart and also take 10 cards for you. So don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and just going to lay down your 10 cards now. Right, let's have a look at what's going on. So I will hold the rose quartz in one hand and then just turn over the cards. So the first card is the Two of Pentacles in the reversed position. First thing I get here is of things coming together for you, okay? I do sense something here about balance in the books, so you could well have been looking at some finances, but it could also be like on another level. It could well be that you've been putting a whole lot of time and effort into a situation, and maybe up to now you've got little back in return, but it shows that things are going to come back into balance for you over the next few weeks. I also sense there may have been some kind of sort of disagreement here between you and somebody, but it's showing that things are going to become more settled, okay? I sense something here about some middle ground that's going to be found. Card crossing is the King of Swords. I do sense here, this is a blocking card. There is a sense that someone's being very headstrong here, okay? It's like they're not given an inch, I feel here, okay, and it kind of blocking a way forward for you, okay. This could well be around a love interest or someone close to you, okay. It's just a feeling they're kind of sort of ruling with their mind and not their heart, you know. They aren't kind of sort of revealing what they're feeling here, okay, which is what's kind of sort of needed for you really at the moment. In the past, coming to the present, I've got the Moon card in the reversed position. There is a strong sense that you have been feeling very emotional. You have been pulled one way and then the other, okay. It could well be that you've been having some nightmares or some vivid dreams here, but since the Moon card is in the reverse position, I do sense the tide starting to turn, okay, and maybe things have been working against you, but the tables are shown to kind of sort of turn in your direction for a change, and about time too. You know, all this time, all this effort you've put into a situation is going to come back in equal measure, and it's starting to happen now, maybe at a subconscious level, okay. It takes a while for it to happen on the outside. It's a bit like a big lorry trying to turn, you know, it takes time, but once you turn, then there's no kind of sort of stopping you here. That's what I feel. Looking more forward, I've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reversed position. The overall feeling here is that reaping the harvest with the number 9 on the card, okay. So again, you know, it's triple confirmation that all the time and effort you put in is going to come back in equal measure. And it's also about you getting out into the thick of things, okay. It could well be that you have stepped back and you have taken some time out, but things are going to change here over the next 7 days and beyond. You're going to get out into the thick of things, okay, and you're going to actually force this change, okay. And it's easy, you know, it's like cutting through butter. That's what I get here. Once you get going, it's not so easy to turn around like that big lorry, but once you turn around, you can go full speed ahead, and it really is like just cutting through butter. But initially it's difficult. It is like sawing through a rock or something. In the goal position, I've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. It clearly shows a breakdown in communication here, which is very much confirmation of what showed up earlier. I see dogs here for connections, but they can also represent like barking, so your own nagging thoughts, nagging words of those around. and it's kind of been hindering you. You're being pulled one way and then the other. Well, the feeling here is to acknowledge these energies, but just to carry on just the same. Okay, so your goal is for things to become more settled here. Okay, you're wanting more commitment, more certainty. It could also be around wanting improvements around a money or a work situation as well. Okay, subconsciously I've got the Two of Wands. Okay, this card hasn't shown up for a while actually, and it is the twin flame card for me. So it's very much about a twin flame connection with you. Okay, it could be that there's one around you at the moment, or you're waiting for your twin flame. Okay, but your twin flame is always there at a spiritual level. You know, as you probably know, it's the other half of your soul. I mean, they've done experiment like with like a particle. You cut a particle in half, one side of the universe, the other half the other side of the universe. You pull on one, has the opposite effect on the other. Okay, so it's very much about being able to pick up on each other's energies here. Okay, it's the other half of your soul, and there's no getting away from that. Okay, so I do sense you must have put some thought into this, or there may be some experience around you which involves like a deep soul connection here. There's also something here about you've got one foot forward here. Okay, and it's very much about you have put your best foot forward, and then the other foot can follow. So again, it's this turning like that lorry. Yeah, it is difficult initially, but once you get going, there's no stopping you. The advice card here is shown by the Queen of Cups. I think quite simply it's saying listen to your heart. Okay, don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Okay, but it's like ruling with your mind but listening to your heart. So you've got the best of both worlds there. Okay, where if you don't listen to your heart, then it can breed like resentment within yourself. Okay, so if you listen to your heart, then the heart's happy, the mind's happy, and then things just move forward for you then. On the outside, things are unsettled. Okay, I've got to be honest, you know, with the Four of Wands reversed, it's also shown here by the Ten of Pentacles reversed as well. Okay, but as I said, it's this kind of sort of turning point. If you imagine like a wheel, it's been spinning like away from you, okay, for a long time. But now you're starting to change, that wheel slows down. It's still going away from you, okay, and then you change more and more and more. It slows down, it stops, and then it starts coming towards you. So what you want starts coming towards you, okay. It's like the energies are starting to change. Your hopes and your fears is shown by the Lovers card, okay. You may worry that you will make the wrong choice, okay, but I just don't sense there's any wrong choices here, okay. You know, if you make a choice where it's too easy, there's going to be no challenges. Where if you make a choice where there's a lot of challenges, then you can use those challenges to become stronger. So, you know, either way, there's something good and there's something bad about each option, okay. But I just don't sense that one is any worse than the other here, okay. And I do sense it being around a love situation here as well. You are being watched over as well by the angels, the spiritual plane. They're trying to nudge things in the right direction, but they're not allowed to give you what you want. But what they can do is give you what you need to get what you want, okay. But the overall feeling here is that you have to make a choice, okay. The worst thing actually is not making a choice, because you're being pulled one way and then the other. So it's making a choice and then sticking to it. So the final card is the Devil card, which is very much related, you know, to the Lovers card. You know, they're very, very similar cards. You know, you've got two people, you've got the angel, you've got the devil there as well. So it is very much about you being more in touch with your fears, I would say here, okay, which then enables you to break these chains free, okay. And you'll find actually the more you work in yourself, the more challenges which will be thrown up, or the more fears within yourself, or perhaps your insecurities, your guilt, your worry. But that's not a bad thing, because if you can see it, then you can resolve it, and then there will be some major breakthroughs for you. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's also a link for free daily readings. Thank you.